I want to show the chat. Where's the chat? There we go. There we go. Let's see. See if it works. There we go. Just a few seconds more. So got shared out. Share via. Oh no, I'm sure it's something else. Send in WhatsApp. No option. Share to a group. Share as someone else. Good morning, good morning. We are doing coffee and ask me anything. Yeah. So we'll get this shared out to all of our friends, and then we'll get started with some local coffee. Here we go. More options. Share to a group. Share to some friends. That's a good group to share to. Not eSports. There we go. All right. Let's get started, huh?
Hi.
Hey. So we've got a local coffee here. We are.
This is not a background. We're in a different house.
Yes, we are in a different house today. So we are going to be brewing a nice medium roast from Palm Springs, a place called Coffee. So I've got our. I'm gonna warm up a couple things. Make sure we are good on all channels.
Wait, what?
What's that?
Your hand is over here, but in the video it shows that backwards away.
Oh, it's opposite?
It shows it backwards away.
That's okay. All right, so, but yeah, feel free, drop in some questions here. I'm here with the family, a little bit of time off the bike, just a little recovery. We've been talking a lot about in the endurance lab about making sure you're taking proper days off and that you're recovering. Recovery is important, right?
Yeah. That's like a holiday. Oh, you got a question.
Hey, what's up, Marvin? Yeah. Marvin, have you used the AeroPress before? I got you, dude. Today, this is it. This is the day. You're gonna learn how to use it. So a couple different things. First thing, warm all the components. That's what I'm doing right now. So I will warm all of this up. Got my little paddle here. Got the AeroPress. So grinds are important, of course. First things first is having the right size grind. This was roasted on 729, so fresh bean, super important. When we travel, we like to have fresh beans ground up. I like to try local beans, so I've been trying to do that when we go. But here we go. So what I'll do is I've got my scale, because I'm fancy like that. We're gonna get this right. So we're gonna do some test pours first. We'll do a single shot, see what that feels, what that tastes like, and then we'll work our way up from there. So we'll just pull a single shot out of this and see how we go. So we'll go 15 grams to we'll do 35 grams of water.
And I'm trying my
second bowl of cereal.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's my son, Marvin. That's Marvin. He's in the Philippines.
I know, but I know a mouse from Nature Cat is named Marvin.
There you go. You're named after a mouse in a cartoon, Marvin. That's what he said. All right, so we're gonna go. We'll go just 15. We'll do a 10 gram pour. So how fresh are you able to get beans in the Philippines, Marvin? I'm sure there's roasters there, because I've got some beans that were brought over Balikbayan style when family came back. So I'm sure you guys have fresh beans on your side too. So leave that close. All right, so we've got, we're gonna do a single shot. So I've got we'll do 8 grams there. I'll put 35 grams of coffee inside, and then we'll make this happen. 15 grams to 35 grams of water. Yeah, that's gonna be a full press. Well, we've got enough, let's do that. I'll get a test. So it's 8. Yeah, we'll do a full double shot. 10. There we go. All right, so we're all set there. Usually have a kettle of sort, but since we're using the supplies we have here, we will do. So here we go. How much is the yield? It'll be a single shot today out of this. So I've got the 15 grams and then 35 grams of water. Go ahead. What do you got?
What is this thing?
It's silicone, so it doesn't burn. Here we go.
Oh, cool. Doesn't burn.
Set a timer. We're gonna go 30 seconds on the brew. That's the one great thing about the AeroPress. It's super fast. And so once it starts going, it's time to go. So we're gonna do a single shot just to taste. There's more questions from Marvin. There we go. Yeah, so the yield's about a shot here. So we've got 30 seconds. You put it in, give it a stir, grab your coffee cup because this is gonna happen pretty fast. That aside. Coffee cup. 3 seconds to go. I'm gonna do a single shot and see how that tastes. So yeah, Marvin, so what do you do for ready? So what do you do for recovery on the days that you don't ride? I feel like you ride almost every day. So I do have this attachment, which is really nice. You can hear some of that. And it's a little bit different than the regular AeroPress. Look over. So there's a little bit of an attachment here, and what it does is create pressure on the bottom of the AeroPress, and allows you to get some of that creme. So not bad. So we'll give that a taste.
First taste, people. This is the intense part.
It's intense, isn't it? Let's see. Still pretty hot.
Okay, not bad.
So yeah, so just ask me anything. So we've got, we've been talking a lot about recovery, making sure you're taking time off the bike. A lot of things that we do as coaches is we make sure that you guys are taking appropriate rest or rest workouts. So a lot of times with riders that have limited time, that allows us to kind of dial back and still allow you guys to ride. Oh, gotcha. We have to click each message for it to show on the screen as we go, huh? Each one. Ah, okay. Gotcha. New messages there. Yeah, so it ends up being close to a shot, and it's really close to espresso. So, yeah, for recovery, I do stretching, eat, and sleep more. Yeah, I feel like you guys ride morning and night. That's what you guys. So the thing about brews, just like as you brew, kind of your drip and stuff like that. What you'll find is that the time is important. So you've got to almost get a palate for what you're tasting and figure out, is it sour? Is it bitter? Is it just right? Do you need more beans or more water? All of those things are important.
That's what's really intense, finding out what's wrong.
Yeah, finding out what's wrong. That's important.
I can't see myself. Oh,
yeah. So, how many hours of sleep? That's a good question. How many hours of sleep do a lot of you guys get? Kind of in the evenings. There's this really cool app. Oh, it's on my phone. There's a really cool app that I use. You can figure out like, okay, I've got to ride at, let's say 5:15. I need 30 minutes to get ready, and then so you'll do. It'll calculate backwards exactly how many hours you want to sleep.
And also, this is don't swallow a lot of water, or then when you try to go to sleep, it's really hard.
Yeah. That's a tip. Yeah, don't swallow the water when you're swimming.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
And also, I would recommend one of those sitting on one of those floaty things. That's easier to not fall in.
So I think we need a little bit of a longer brew. I'm getting some sour taste at the beginning of this, so we're gonna give this another go and see if we can get a little bit better flavor. So what we'll do is we will drop the grinds out. So what this is kind of cool is I'll open this. I prefer beans with dark chocolate flavor. Oh yeah, so here are the notes for this coffee bean. The notes are mango, pecan, milk chocolate finish. So we should get some of the sweet, especially with the medium roast. A lot of the darker beans, dark chocolate and berry flavors will come from either medium or dark roast. So those are the things that that you'll get from there. So let's see. So I've got a little bit of bitter on the beginning of the taste. I mean, a little bit of sour. So typically what that means is that it's not brewed long enough. So we'll give it a couple more seconds on the timer. Yeah, we'll try that again.
I'm back.
I'm back. All right.
Whoa.
All right. So the cool thing about the AeroPress.
See?
So the cool thing about the AeroPress, Marvin, here I'll show it off to the side here, is that after you're done, pretty easy. So all the grinds are in here. You flip it. Hey, Idle Rye. Hey, Ray, what's going on? So then I'll flip it out there, and then it's all clean. Quick rinse, and you're good to go. I've got a sink close by, so I'll
I
rinse
didn't
it
know
out.
you were a coach. I didn't know you were a coach, Daddy.
Yeah. All right, Ray. So we are making coffee, buddy. Are you a coffee guy, Ray? Thank you. I'm proud of you too, son. All right. All right. So back to business, he says. Okay. So we're going to go round 2. So we're talking sleep. How many hours of sleep do you sleep a night, Ray? What do you get at night? All right. We're going to go. We're going to do another shot here. Okay. Napkin. Grab a napkin. Yeah, easy to clean compared to V60. Napkins. Right there. Here we go. Yeah, but the V60 is just the filter, right? You take the filter out, you drop it out. You just got to get the water right, get the swirling right, get all the grounds wet, something like that. That ends up being a good way. So usually my first couple shots out of this thing, especially with the new a new grind, it takes a while to get dialed in, but once you get that dialed in, you're good for 2 weeks or the whole bag. It's just like
You just have to get the groove of it.
that's right. You get the number right, and that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up on the bean. I'm going to give us a little bit more time on the brew, and that should do it. Oh, yeah, with the manual grinder. Yeah, I do have a manual grinder too. I use what's it called? Java press grinder.
Ooh,
Java the Hutt press. All right, so we've got, we're going to go 10 grams of coffee on that one. And then we are going to go 45 seconds on the clock. Give us a little bit more time to get some more flavors. So the idea is to brew it enough to get all the flavors right to when it gets bitter enough without it going bitter. We were a little sour on the first one. So, all right, so we're talking sleep. We were talking how many hours of sleep that we all get before rides and races. I average around 6 hours myself. A lot of people, if you can, do even more. Do the 8. It's tough to get with family and stuff like that. What am I pouring? I'm pouring 35. A little bit of swirl. Water comes out of this thing quick. All right, so we're just about there. Get my second cup here. We'll give this a swirl. There we go. Get our next cup. All right, so we're ready. Ready for our second shot. You flip it. You're back. We're pressing our second shot. We give it 45 seconds.
In 10, people in 10.
So it is a good amount of pressure, which is nice. Not quite as much pressure as you get from obviously oh, that's looking good.
Okay, so this is the intense part. Let's see how it tastes.
Here we go. So the last one was a little bit sour. That means we need to do it a little bit longer. All right, so sleep, we were talking about 6 hours, 7 hours is definitely key time limit. And as far as calculating your times, it's an app that we use, and it's pretty useful, I think, getting the right amount, because a lot of times time in the bed and time after sleep can be different. So that's super important. I guess the other one is, what do you do on your recovery days? Marvin here talking about how he does a couple of different things, but stretching off the bike. Some riders, they enjoy doing things like Pilates, hiking, things like that. So that's the other way to think about things to do. Make sure we're live on Twitch too, because this is on the Brazil channel. Probably why we're getting these on today. But yeah, let's try this second cup game.
I didn't hear this.
You need to be here for this?
Huh? Actually, huh?
Oh, it's commercial. All right, we're going to try the second cup. You ready? There you go. Oh, wow. Right away. It's too long. Yeah, right away. That's you could totally tell that's too long. So it went straight from being kind of like the subtle notes to pretty bitter in a matter of 15 seconds. So we'll have to pull this back a little bit. All right, so yeah, we're talking about rides, different rides you could do. So there's easy spins. A lot of times people question, like, how easy a spin do I do on those recovery days? And a lot of them are anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. Let's try this one more time to make sure, but yeah, it went pretty bitter, pretty fast. You feel better? Yeah, that's bitter. We'll do that again.
Oh my gosh! You have to show the people. Okay.
All right, so we'll rinse that. That one was bad. All right, so what we'll do is we got to find something right in between here.
Yeah, the apple, like when my mom cut it, it's brown.
All right, so quick rinse, and we're ready to go again. All right, so quick rinse, and we're ready to go again. Oh, where's that orange color? Yeah. Good morning, Brew TV. Good morning, Brew. That I guess with that name, are you a coffee guy, Brew?
Are you a guy that shows stuff like this on TV?
Maybe. All right, so we're gonna try this again. We're gonna go back to 30. We'll do the 10 grind, something right in the mini. I am a coffee guy. So we are doing we're doing an aero press today. I've got a fresh grind from coffee. We're in Palm Springs today doing a local bean, and this is brewed. You'll appreciate this. 729. So just a couple days ago, I've got it ground to an espresso grind, and we are doing an aero press. We've got our first 2 shots. The first was a bit on the sour side, so we are going to extend the brew a little bit. We're right in between 30 and 45 seconds here, so let's do some math, and we'll go one more time. But we're right about there. It's all an experimentation, and we're talking bikes and recovery. So recovery rides, we're looking at anywhere from 30 minutes to 90 minutes. I wouldn't say 90 minutes on the long side. 45 is really kind of goal. Anything over an hour, it's essentially a workout. So at that point, you know, you're just getting a workout in. So I would say 45 minutes is key. A spin just to really move the blood around, I think is key. All right, so let's get 10 grams in here. Usually have a scooper. Seems to have forgotten that, but we'll get 10 grams. We'll get exactly 10. I've got my scale, so that'll do it. Just a little much there, so let me put some there. That should give us 10 grams on the back. 11. 24-minute race and Zwift. No, that is not considered a recovery. A recovery ride is not, because there you go. There you go. Yeah, not considered recovery. So just spinning those legs, really zone 1, the smallest gear you've got. That's really what you're looking for. That's really what you're looking for in a recovery ride. That will make the difference. All right, so we've got it there. The water is starting to cool. Let me freshen that up.
So when you forest, you could put those all around the forest, so the forest would never ever burn. Those things can't burn.
All right, so the water's coming just off the boil there. Let's see. We'll go 35. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to change the timer. We're going to go to 30 seconds. How's your cereal, son? Good?
I'm so sick.
You're full already, huh?
Because you
All right. Replying to Marvin, recovery ride of, yeah, I know, right? Just kidding. 35. So this person, Ray, he's also from the Philippines, Rylan. He also he really enjoys jazz music when he races on Zwift. Swim, go for a swim, an easy run. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, swim or easy run is a good way to go out. But you know, for us cyclists that don't swim, going swimming would probably be more of a workout. I kind of I think some of the triathletes in our coaching group would describe my swimming as swimming like a rock, they said. But according to Coach Mike, he says that my body fat percentage is good for a swimmer because I've got lots of fat.
Yeah, but my dad almost sunk.
Yeah, when we were swimming today. All right. Yesterday. All right, I think we got it. This is our third press. I think we'll get pretty close here on the third press. All right, Brew TV is still out there. We're on our third press of coffee here. We'll see how this goes.
Brew TTV.
Oh, TTV. There's 2 T's. Yes, Brew TTV. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like it. So we went from some pretty sour notes at the beginning there. A really short brew time. We increased it about 15 seconds, and I put it right at about 35, and then I increased the grind count. So I ended up with 10 grams of coffee, 35 grams of water, and that gave us a single shot. So we should be able to scale from there and be able to get us a good cup. We'll pass it off to the wife here in the background and see if she likes it. And we'll see. It's not too hot. What notes? Yeah, so now the notes starting to come through. You can get some of those floral notes, kind of the fruity side of things. She nods her head yes. And the last one is like a chocolate milk, but I'm not getting the chocolate milk quite yet. Maybe at the end, but definitely getting the beginning of it, which is like the floral side of it. So I'm not getting the nutty flavors yet. Yeah, so
I just ate an apple, so it's huge.
there you go. But so far so good. Well, that's nice. So Marvin, you do a V60 with a manual grind. That's a nice way to go. I typically do manual grind. Oh, Jerry's calling. Whoops. All right. So there you go. Oh, all right. So a couple things that we covered today was sleep. Looking at minimum 6 hours, 15 minutes is what I typically recommend on the short side.
And now, after we eat breakfast, we're going to swim.
Yeah, we're going to go swimming today.
Yay.
I have to send you guys some pictures of that.
And also, there's a unicorn, a watermelon, and a donut floaty, and also a giant leaf.
Some serious swim training happening for the cyclists this weekend.
For this,
yeah, and then sleep-wise, yeah, 6 hours and 15 minutes is a good window. So look at that, and then the next window would be what, 90 minutes later. So 7 hours and 45 minutes after that.
And sleep, get a lot of rest, and get a lot of energy.
Yes, you get a lot of rest, you get a lot of energy. And then as far as workouts, you're looking at easy rides, zone 1 rides, small chain ring, big gears in the back, and spinning out anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. Really, anything over an hour is probably going to be a workout. 24-minute Zwift races all out are not considered recovery. Or like Marvin said here, he likes to do swims and easy runs. Do you like to go swimming as you recover?
I never really think about that, but
He doesn't really think
like
about recovery.
swimming, but I do like swimming.
But he does like swimming. So those
I
are,
don't like recovering. I just like doing stuff.
yeah. So those are some things to think about. But yeah, local grinds, like in the aero press. The attachment we have here is made by, oh man, I can't remember the name. Let me dump this and I can tell you. So the difference between this and the regular filter, which you can do with AeroPress, is that it has a fine mesh filter inside. Oh, fellow. So it has a fine mesh filter inside. And then it adds pressure and gives you that little bit of pressure like an espresso shot. Normally it's just a filter on top of this and you press it out and that gives you like similar to like your V60, Marvin, and you're able to punch out that puck, you're good to go, and you're ready for the next cup. It's nice to do single serving cups. You get some really good consistency, always using a scale, all these things, all the things that we use, just like all the other metrics that we use for cycling and that sort of thing. So super interesting to do. So cool. If you have any comments, leave some questions. If you have any questions, comments, leave them there in the comments below. Brew TV, Ryland says that kids do not need recovery days. They just go hard all the time. No?
The kids like recovery.
Oh, they don't like recovery. They just like to do stuff all the time.
That's me.
That's him. Yeah, doesn't like to sleep.
I don't know. They like to do something.
There you go. All right, but yeah, leave comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Just something a little bit new, a little bit of ask me anything, and see if we can get some good questions rolling through here as time goes on. But yeah, just a little fun stuff from our little getaway.
I can't believe it. Like a lot of people.
That's right. All right, we'll see you next time. Want to say anything before you go?
Don't forget to subscribe. And also, stay healthy and get sleep. Get energy.
There you go. There you have it. We'll see you guys next time.